Welcome back to the channel. This is Andrew, running with Dr. Andrew, and today is another midweek training talk. All right, guys, let's go. Alright guys, it's another midweek training talk. I'd like to talk to you about what does it mean when runners say run slow to run fast. So it's something that you definitely hear, something I've been testing out and kind of reading about a little bit more as I run. The more and more I run, the more I realize, yeah, that's definitely true, because you're running at a slower pace, building up the aerobic system. So we really want to create more mitochondria, which is a powerhouse of your aerobic system. And so when we do speed work, we're actually making those bigger, more efficient, but we want more of them to build that aerobic engine, and that's going to help out with your stamina and your endurance while running. So our sport, we want to be able to go as long as we can without stopping. Not necessarily like a, if you're doing a 100-meter sprint, 200-meter sprint, you're just going all out, getting into the anaerobic system, and we're getting into more the aerobic system. And so definitely, so most of the runs you want to do at an easy conversational pace. And so the theory on this is, the longer you run, the more that you're going to have, your heart rate's gonna be lower, so you're gonna be able to run faster at a lower heart rate, and it's gonna be easier for you. And so that's all what it is about with the running at a slower pace to run faster. It's one of those things that takes, it's not necessarily a activity. Running isn't like an overnight type of thing. It takes years for the aerobic system to build up and get faster. Like Kipchoge, he's almost 40 years old, so it's taken him, decades for him to get to the spot where he is at now because of his aerobic system. He's able to run high speeds for a long time, probably at a decent heart rate, a pretty good heart rate there. And so that's what we're trying to do, is really build that aerobic system. And it definitely, if you read or see other runners, their easy paces are so much slower than their race pace. My slow pace is 9:30 or so, and my fast marathon is 7:11 minute pace. So definitely, I am definitely running much slower, majority of the time anyway. Now definitely you can add in tempo runs, interval work, speed work, just to get your legs turning over, but not majority of the runs. Definitely that's a recipe for injury if you run fast too much for too long, and then by the time you get to the race, you're either injured or your legs are just too tired to do what you want to do. Alright guys, everyone keep safe out there, keep running, and we'll see you next time.